Alright, you should be live. First things first, I just want to show this off real quick. Hopefully the audio
Dun,
is synced
dun,
up
dun,
properly.
dun, 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 do, 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 do. Do, 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 la, 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 la. Do, 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 do.
So with the original Ratchet and Clank, they had these
This is
funny
the test of the
commercials.
mini
Here
rocket
are
gun,
fake
the
commercials
rocket launcher
that they
from
did
Ratchet and Clank Going Commando.
that were never. Here are commercials that they had planned that they never made. I love how silly these are. Great, right. Oh, right. What the fuck is that? Yeah. So I was messing with cheats earlier and just trying to mostly fix the problem with the Ratchet skin, which now I have the should be working now, the tux. um but in the meantime I also end up like all skill points, all movies. I guess not. Oh yeah, that's right. For reasons I'm turning my tux back on because I realized the tux off it. But yeah, I also yeah. One of the few downsides is it also gave me access to stuff that I shouldn't have access to. Mostly weapon stuff. No, I don't. Because now I can technically access weapons that I'm not supposed to have on the first playthrough because it thinks that I'm doing a second playthrough and I don't know how to fix that. Um, what I'm hoping for, though, I'll actually turn it down up there. What I'm hoping for, though, is that I fix the audio problems that I was having last night with game. Can't think of something. With Kingdom Hearts. And I am working on trying to get that part finished, but at the time of recording um, Ratchet and Clank, uh, session 4 of session 4 of chain of memories is still jeez, that thing took a beating. Uh, Session 4 of Chain of Memories is still not up on YouTube, and that's just I'm currently in the process of editing it, and with the way the audio ended up getting desynced, it's kind of an easier said than done situation. This is also annoying. It does not look like weapons are upgrading, which is... I can't tell if they aren't actually upgrading or they're just getting so few experience. And I really hope that's not another problem that happens with me screwing around with cheats. Really hope it's not. But mostly because it's just, if it is, it's going to be a pain in the ass to get back to where I was. Yep, I'm just constantly run around and hope for the best. Yeah, why do I have the Lancer equipped? That's gotta do something. Nah! Wait, no, that's not what I meant to do. Jeez, that thing takes a beating. So, make sure I don't have just, uh, love. Um, I do want to mention, I'm gonna bring up the fact, so today, Unity on their blog kind of said something extremely stupid and controversial, which is they are now charging developers for um, they are now charging developers for, or they're going to be charging developers essentially for releasing their games, which the way it is extremely shitty because it's the way they word it is basically every time someone installs their game, um, it'll cost it'll cost that developer $20, or not $20, 20 cents. Um,
What you bitching about? No, I'm
oh,
just kidding.
hey
Hey, what's
Walker.
up?
One sec. Currently don't have the Discord thing up, so let me pull it up.
Oh, I'm on my Xbox. I'm not watching.
Oh, I know. I don't have your icon up on the stream, so no. Your audio's coming in though.
Hmm.
Um, so earlier today, Unity, uh, the the company that does the game engine, Unity, announced announced that in January they're going to start charging developers essentially for releasing their games. So every time someone installs a game that runs on the Unity engine, it will cost the developers 20 cents for every time that game is installed. Not every time it's purchased, every time it's installed.
So if you delete it and install it like 5 times, it costs $1
Yeah,
for the developer.
yes. And people have noticed one of the things that this could one of the ways that this could actually screw over developers is you could basically where some people will quote unquote review bomb a game that they don't like. Um, Now you can essentially install bomb, and which would be worse. You could end up you could actually inadvertently put a company out of business this way.
I feel like that wouldn't be inadvertent. I feel like that would be very calculated and malicious.
Well, depending on how many times you install and delete. There's only one company that I would do this to, and that's the company that does Genshin Impact. But it's also like because I not care for Genshin Impact. I also don't care for Genshin Impact fans, but that's because I'm still fucking pissed that um Genshin Impact won the fan award for Game Awards last year, despite the fact the game was 2 years old at that point, shouldn't have even been nominated. And Sonic Frontiers wasn't nominated for jack shit except for the fan award, and lost to shitty mobile game number 563. And one of the biggest reasons um why they lost was because Genshin Impact players were basically spamming the website. Like they had set up bots specifically to win. So yes, it's petty, but it's also like fuck Genshin Impact. I don't even care if the game's good. Like fuck that game.
I mean, it's not, but that's neither here nor there.
But it's one of the only game studios where I'm kind of looking at like, yeah, I'd be tempted to do this. Otherwise, it is incredibly fucking shitty and shady. In fact, most developers I've seen that do work on Unity have said that they're gonna start moving to other engines. One There is a developer I follow on Twitter that does that is doing like a spiritual successor to the Mega Man Legends series. And I played a demo of the game. It looks like fucking fun. But he was building it off of Unity, and with the announcement, he essentially went on Twitter and said, "Yeah, this would take way too much time and effort to move to another game engine, but he's pretty much gonna have to anyway, because if Unity goes through with this, it'll screw over small time developers like him." And here's the other thing: like most people who do full time projects on Unity like this are already having to pay for a license. So not only are they paying to use Unity, or at least use Unity commercially, they're also now having to pay for every time someone downloads their game. Um, to be somewhat fair, this won't go into effect until January of next year, but that's still like, it doesn't matter when it's going to go into effect. It's still a shitty thing to do. Just more it's more unregulated corporate greed. Also, as a side note, Disney announced they're doing a special fucking football, like animated football thing in in not September. I don't remember when they're doing it. I also don't care. Uh, but they're basically doing like the cheapest thing that they can do using Toy Story assets. They're basically going to be recreating a game live or something. And I'm expecting it to be fucking terrible and for it to fail. Um like just the trailer alone looks like, yeah, Disney is really hurting with the writer and actor strikes, and they have nothing else to put out. Because if they're resorting to this shit, then they clearly don't have any ideas. And I mean, this is shit. I I shouldn't be surprised, because with the Toy Story shit, this is the same company that decided it was a good idea for the Secret Invasion series on Disney Plus to create the opening intro with using AI, in the middle of people criticizing companies for doing shit like that. So, Tone Deaf does not even begin to describe how dumb Disney has been. recently, especially with the strikes.
So I zoned out a while ago. What are you playing, anyways?
Ratchet Clank. So I'm
Oh,
still continuing Ratchet Clank.
are you still in the arena?
I'm in a different arena.
So yes.
Technically, yes. There are two arenas in this game. I'm on the second arena, which means I'm closer to the end of the game than I was the last time you saw me stuck in an arena. If that amounts to anything.
I mean, it amounts to you're still in an arena, but you're getting
I I'm not as
to the end of it.
I'm not as
And
early
hey,
on.
as long as you don't spend like 45 minutes in this arena,
It spends 45 minutes in this arena at spite. No, no, no. If I'm
viewer count of small time streamer dips to negative numbers somehow.
in a record-breaking event, small-time Twitch streamer Glitch TM has made negative viewers. Uh, no, but seriously, the old I think I mentioned this one of the last parts, but for sake of not completely boring the audience, especially because even like editing down to like a planet for per part on YouTube. Um, I'm basically gonna show the the first main challenge that you have to do in an arena or a race or something, and then I'll just everything else I'll do off screen. So I'm still gonna be doing the arena challenges, but you people at home aren't gonna be seeing the arena challenges.
I was wondering what the fuck was slowing me down.
Ah, damn it!
Sorry, I zoned out again.
You didn't. All you did was miss me dying at the very fucking end.
Well, I'm missing that, but that's for a different reason.
See ya.
That's because I'm not actually there watching.
I know.
Oh, you want to
So,
see something weird I can do?
no, because I'm still in the arena.
Oh,
More specifically, I'm still in the arena and I'm still trying to, you know, try and actually get this challenge done. Oh my god.
is it the first one that you're supposed to be doing?
Yeah, it's the first one I'm supposed to be doing. I just keep dying to it.
Huh?
I honestly, I'm starting to think, because I was screwing around with cheats earlier, and I'm thinking because I screwed around with cheats, I might have accidentally made the game harder for myself, but I don't know.
You know
I
what?
mean,
I wouldn't know either.
yeah, I mean, worst comes to worst, I can always just use more cheats to to make it easier on myself. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna hit the be right back button.
Isn't that just you going backwards?
What, the be right back button? No.
No, you using cheats, making the game harder for yourself. So to counteract that, you use more cheat. You're learning nothing at that point.
Who said I was learning anything? So, and I know you won't be able to see it, Walker, but something that accidentally happened because of my cheating is I cannot return back to planet Tabora, which is like the first area where you go mining. I cannot go back to that planet because if I try to, Ratchet just endlessly falls. And I don't know what I did or how to fix it, but basically every time I go to this planet, Ratchet just falls instantly. So that's
Oh,
funny.
hey, you want to see the thing that I was trying to show you?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to reset. I'm gonna have to reset the game anyway. Ah, everyone knows what happened. Discord fucking crashed. that's that's fucking fantastic. Because of course, I can't have fucking nice things. Right. Let me just hover bike race would at least give me a touch there. Actually. So
What the fuck?
Discord kind of just randomly fucking updated for me, and it ended up
Um,
crashing my thing. So if you're wondering where I went,
yeah, it says you're not in the voice channel. What the?
yeah, if you're, I was about to say, if you're wondering what happened for a second there, that's what happened. I technically fucking died.
Technically nothing. You were not in the voice channel, but you were talking.
Yeah, I don't get it either. Fucking weird.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
What did you? But did you see what I was trying to show you?
I saw that you were able to actually show footage from your Xbox, which is cool.
Yeah. They added it last week. I just haven't been able to. I haven't had really enough time to deal with it,
Still.
to
Cool.
like mess with it at all.
Nice. Well, thanks thanks to me cheating to trying to upgrade my armor so I don't die as easily, and now I now have 10 million bolts. So now money is not an option is not an it's not a problem for me. And it probably never will be ever again in this game.
An issue.
I know what I said. Doesn't help that the fucking
Ooh.
enemies I'm fighting still take a fucking beating. And for anyone wondering why, if I'm already resorting to using cheats, why don't I just say fuck it and use like an infinite health cheat? I want to do this semi legitimately. Honestly, the only thing that I was using cheats to do,
You do?
yeah, I do want to do this semi-legitimately. The only thing I was wanting to use cheats on is basically, to get the, alternate skins and such.
I see.
So, I also do not remember how long this game is. Because there's a decent chunk of games that I could be playing that is just I legitimately don't remember how long the game is supposed to be. Because I remember around a year ago when I did Ripped Apart, which yeah I started the first Ratchet and Clank game I did was the most recent one. Um, but when I did Ripped Apart, like that's a I want to say around a 10-hour game. But by the time I finished it, it was like, oh, it's over. That's weird. I thought this was longer. And it's I don't know why, but I feel like pretty much every time I played Ripped Apart, it has that sort of feeling of this is longer, like this is shorter, or it feels shorter than it actually is. It's a great game, and I'm actually I am extremely happy now that um PlayStation, with them putting a lot of their exclusive games on PC, that is one game that recently got a PC release. So people who don't have money to spend on a 500 console that they may or may not even care about, um, have the chance to play it. Although to be fair, I've heard while it's still a decent version, PC version of Rift Apart isn't the best. Like there are stuff from the there's stuff that doesn't run as well on the as on PS5. Like for instance, the I think the loading is not as good, and the areas where you're traversing, where you're going into like the pocket dimensions and such, you might run into a bit of lag, but other than that, it's like if you don't have if you don't have a PS5 and you want to play uh Ratchet and Clank, that's one of the best. Um, Getting the PC for the Rift Apart might actually be the best version. And I will at least say this: it is definitely better than the PS3 versions of like any of the PS2 Ratchet and Clank games. So
Gravity.
There's that at the very least. I feel like there's something else I need to get here. I don't remember. Because I know there's other challenges. Oh! Right. There are 2 arena challenges I have to do here.
To use the hover bomb, press circle to launch the bomb, then press circle
Alright,
again.
might as well. Because I need the infiltrator to get to one area on one of the other planets that I have access to that I could. Oh wait, I almost forgot. I just unlocked the Rhino.
Why are you laughing like a psycho? That's my job.
I have the Rhino. The best weapon in any Ratchet Clank game. I have become Death Incarnate. Destroyer of Worlds.
No, that you butchered the line.
Okay, then what is the line? Because I realized I butchered the line after I said it.
Become
It's
death, destroyer of worlds.
Thank you. Yeah, you're right, it is I have become Death Destroyer of Worlds. You know, the only thing that makes me think of is, man, I need to see Oppenheimer when I get a chance.
Well,
I saw half of Barbenheimer. I just need to see the other half.
yeah, strangely enough, you probably saw the boring one.
What, Barbie?
See ya.
Yeah, Barbie bored the shit out of me.
Use the left
Then
analog
again,
stick to pick a path for the green
my
circuit.
brain was also
Connect the circuit
probably.
back to the
My,
start to open the
it
lock.
might have also been because my brain was cooking in a movie theater with no AC.
Ooh, yeah, that
Uh,
most likely does not
but
help.
I don't remember half the movie, and the shit I do remember wasn't interesting in the slightest.
Yeah, it'd probably be helpful if you were able to remember the other half. Because I liked Barbie.
I
Like,
mean, Ken thought patriarchy had something to do with horses, which is just absurd.
I thought it was funny.
Uh, Michael Cera played Michael Cera.
Yeah, my I mean, shit, I don't even remember his
Tell
character's
me I'm
name.
wrong.
I don't I don't even remember his character's name. I mean,
Alan.
that's right, it
That's
was
the
Alan.
point.
It's basic, but yeah, you know, you're right. It basically Michael Cera played Michael Cera. I loved his character. Like it was funny. Like I mean, to be fair, it's like it's a movie, a feminist movie written by a feminist.